So, you've been to Paris, seen the pyramids of Egypt, or maybe you've soaked up the sun on Thailand's stunning beaches? But what if I told you there's so much more? Hidden corners of the world just waiting to be discovered. Places where the crowds are smaller but the experiences, they're massive. Stick with me, because today we're uncovering the top 10 most underrated countries you need to visit. One of these destinations might surprise you. It's a country you probably know, but the adventure you'll find there, well, that's something no one's talking about yet. Let's dive in and make sure you watch until the end for a twist you'll never see coming. We're starting with Slovenia. Nestled between Italy and Croatia, Slovenia is like the love child of Europe's finest features. Think of fairy tale lakes, medieval castles perched on cliffs, and the Julian Alps towering above. But here's the kicker. You can get all of this without the overwhelming crowds. Lake Bled, for instance, is a serene paradise with a tiny church on an island in the middle of it. Hike up to Bled Castle for a view that'll blow your mind. And for thrill seekers, Triglav National Park offers world-class hiking and skiing. Don't be surprised if you end up keeping Slovenia as your best-kept travel secret. Hint: what if I told you that later? We'll talk about a country that's filled with legends and ancient treasures, but barely anyone goes. Stay tuned. Ever heard of Georgia? Not the US state, the country tucked between Europe and Asia. Georgia is a country where history and natural beauty collide. Its capital, Tbilisi, is a vibrant mix of cobblestone streets, thermal baths, and buzzing nightlife. But the real magic is in the mountains. The Caucasus Range is packed with scenic hiking trails, isolated villages, and towers that look straight out of Game of Thrones. And then there's the wine. Georgia is one of the world's oldest wine regions, and tasting wine here isn't just an activity, it's an experience. You'll sit down with locals and sip on Kvevri wine made using ancient techniques passed down for generations. Senegal is a country that's teeming with life, culture, and history, yet it often gets overlooked. Dakar, its capital, is a vibrant city where the music scene is thriving, and the streets are filled with colorful art and textiles. But beyond the city lies a treasure trove of natural wonders. Take Lake Retba, for instance, a bubblegum pink lake that's a sight to behold. Then there's Ile de Gorée, a tiny island with a haunting history as a former slave trading post. Despite its heavy past, Senegal is a place of joy and resilience, and the people's warmth will leave you feeling welcomed. If you're up for an authentic African adventure, Senegal should be on your radar. Albania is like Europe's best-kept secret. With a coastline that rivals Croatia's, Albania offers stunning beaches without the hefty price tag. Picture yourself lounging on the beaches of Ksamil with turquoise waters so clear you can see straight to the bottom. Not into the beach? No problem. Albania's got mountain villages where time stands still. Visit Gjirokastër, a UNESCO World Heritage Site with Ottoman-era architecture, or hike the dramatic peaks of the Albanian Alps. This is a country that's just starting to emerge from the shadows, making it one of Europe's most exciting destinations right now. Hint: we're getting closer to a country where ancient myths blend with reality, but it's still a well-kept secret. Keep watching. The Middle East may not be the first place you think of for travel, but Oman is here to change your mind. Oman is a land of contrasts, where ancient forts meet modern cities, and vast deserts give way to palm-lined oases. The capital, Muscat, is a cultural gem, but the real adventure lies beyond. Ever camped under the stars in the Wahiba Sands Desert? You can in Oman. Or perhaps you'd rather cool off in the crystal-clear waters of Wadi Shab, a canyon filled with natural pools. And then there's the coastline, with pristine beaches perfect for diving or just relaxing. Oman is for the traveler who craves something different, something raw and authentic. Sandwiched between giants like Brazil and Argentina, Uruguay often gets passed over. But this small South American nation packs a punch. Its beaches, like those in Punta del Este, rival the best in the world for both partygoers and those looking to relax. The capital, Montevideo, mixes old colonial charm with modern flair. And for wine lovers, Uruguay's vineyards offer some of the most underrated wines in South America, particularly Tanat. If you're into slow travel, you'll love how Uruguay invites you to slow down, sip a mate, and soak in the good vibes. Kazakhstan isn't on most travelers' radars, but it's a country of vast landscapes and futuristic cities. The capital, Astana, is like something from a sci-fi movie, with futuristic architecture that stands in contrast to the country's nomadic past. But if you're after natural wonders, Kazakhstan delivers. There's the awe-inspiring Charan Canyon, which some call the Grand Canyon of Central Asia, and the endless steppes that stretch out as far as the eye can see. Kazakhstan's unique blend of ancient traditions and rapid modern development make it a destination like no other. Laos. Tucked between Thailand and Vietnam, Laos is a quiet oasis of serenity. This is the place to come if you want to slow down. Luang Prabang, a UNESCO World Heritage City, is home to peaceful temples and some of the most stunning waterfalls you'll ever see. And for those seeking adventure, the limestone caves and the Mekong River offer kayaking, tubing, and more. Laos doesn't shout for attention, but it quietly rewards those who visit with an authentic, off-the-beaten-path experience. Malta. If you're a history buff, Malta is your paradise. This small island nation in the Mediterranean is bursting with ancient ruins, fortresses, and cathedrals. Valletta, the capital, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site packed with history, while the azure waters surrounding the island are perfect for diving and boat tours. But beyond the history, Malta has a lively, modern vibe with bustling markets, festivals, and nightlife. And if you're a fan of Game of Thrones, you might recognize some of Malta's landmarks as backdrops from the show. Bhutan. We end with Bhutan, a country that measures its success not by GDP, but by gross national happiness. This small Himalayan kingdom is shrouded in mystery and spirituality. Visitors are carefully controlled to preserve the country's pristine environment and culture, making a trip here feel like stepping into another world. Imagine trekking to the iconic Tiger's Nest Monastery, perched high on a cliff, or walking through peaceful villages where life has remained unchanged for centuries. Bhutan is one of the few places where you can truly disconnect from the chaos of the modern world. Explore new places. There you have it. 10 countries that are flying under the radar but offer some of the most unforgettable travel experiences on the planet. So, which of these hidden gems will you add to your bucket list? And remember that country I mentioned at the start, filled with legends. Bhutan might just be the mythical land you've been dreaming of. Hit that subscribe button for more off-the-beaten-path travel inspiration. And don't forget to drop a comment with your dream destination. Safe travels.